divine proclamations, echoes of God's voice, and Jesus and Jamie, the resonance of divine utterance. Within the sacred tapestry of the biblical narrative, God's audible communication with Jesus resounds as a testament to the profound connection between the divine and the human. It is in these moments of spoken revelation that the contours of Jesus gently illuminated. Each word of Roostroke with a canvas of divinely ordained purpose. Baptismal Symphony, a voice in harmony. The divine overture commenced at Jesus, a symbolic emotion that marked the inception of his earthly ministry. As the waters embraced him, a sacred triad unfolded. The Spirit descended as a dove, and a voice resonated from the heavens. "This is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased and delighted." The audible echo carried the weight of divine endorsement, a pronouncement that rippled through the heavens and earth alike. Transfiguration's radiant echo, a divine chorus, the moments of transfiguration, when the veil between the earthly and celestial grew thin. The luminous cloud enveloped Jesus and his disciples. Within this ethereal ambience, a voice emanated, punctuating the divine encounter. "This is my Son, whom I love. With him I am well pleased. Listen to him." A celestial proclamation echoed amidst the radiance, an affirmation of Christ's identity and a beckoning call to heed his words. Gethsemane dug a heartfelt cry as the crucible of Gethsemane loomed. Jesus, grappling with the impending trial and agony, uttered a heartfelt plea. "Father, save me from this hour of trial and agony. Raise for there, for I have come to this hour and place. Father, glorify, honor, extol your name." This glory we have both glorified and will glorify it again. The divine whisper in nature's tapestry. As we delve into the moments where God spoke audibly to Jesus, it's a reminder that the divine thread is interwoven into the fabric of our existence. Just as nature bears witness to the Creator, these audible utterances persuaded pivotal junctures in the grand narrative of redemption. Lessons from Cherith, embracing the hidden life. In the annals of biblical narratives, the tale of Elijah and the ravens unfolds as a profound lesson in the art of divine seclusion. Sent by Gulliver, a prophecy that will cast shadows over King Ahab and Queen Jezebel, Elijah found himself at the crossroads of the exhaustion of revelation. The weary prophet's retreat, the call to hiddenness, bury the weight of a divine message foretelling a drought, availing the repercussions of idolatry, and provoking the wrath of King Ahab. Elijah succumbed to the overwhelming cascade of emotions, faced with the realization that he could not return home. I collapsed to the ground, his spirit burdened. Then, as a gentle whisper from the divine, the word of the Lord came to him. "Get away from here, turn eastward, and hide by the brook Cherith, which flows into the Jordan. We shall drink from the brook, and I've commanded the ravens to feed you there." Cherith, the symbolism of solitude. With the name rooted in the ancient Hebrew language, carries a profound symbolism. It signifies cutting away, a call to sever ties with the clamor of fame and the hustle of public life. God in his wisdom directed Elijah to a hidden place, a solitude where the soul could find respite from the relentless pursuit of visibility. As Elijah embarked on this journey to be truth, it was not a mere geographical location but a spiritual vibration that sought to cut away the excess, to prune the branches of Elijah's life that needed trimming. The lesson of ravens and clean messengers of providence. In the hidden recesses of Cherith, Elijah faced a unique lesson in trust and provision. God, in his infinite wisdom, chose the unclean ravens as messengers of sustenance. These bread symbolically unclean brought pardon meat to Elijah twice daily. God's emphasis on the command to the ravens underscores a vital truth: our provision can come from unexpected, even unconventional sources. Elijah had to accept sustenance from creatures deemed unclean by the law, teaching him to prioritize the spirit of the law over its letter. Two spiritual applications, answers from Charles Spurgeon, will factor in this episode. Charles first. The idea that God might convey a good word to what seems spiritually outly until remain that divine messages can emanate from unexpected vessels. Second, the recognition that one can receive spiritual sustenance even in the seemingly desolate landscapes of life. Conclusion: hidden life's abundant feast. As we journey with Elijah to the hidden enclave of Cherith, we too find ourselves invited to the sacred solitudes of our own lives. We discover the abundant feast of God's provision and the transformative power of hiddenness. Myth becomes not merely a geographical location, but a sanctuary for the soul, a place where God nourishes, prunes, and prepares us for the unfolding chapters of our journey. Miracles of provision and redemption, lessons from the wilderness. In the sacred narratives of divine provision redemption, we find two tones that echo the symphony of God's miraculous interventions: Elijah, the ravens, and Jonah, and the big fish. Elijah, ravens, lessons in miraculous provision. As Elijah stood at the precipice of Cherith, a hidden sanctuary ordained by divine wisdom, he encountered a lesson in trust and miraculous sustenance. Much like the manna provided for the Israelites in the wilderness, God faithfully sent ravens to Elijah, unclean creatures by the standards of the law. These ravens, in their daily flights, brought him bread and meat, emphasizing the spiritual over the ritualistic. Elijah learned to trust in the daily provision orchestrated by God. Just as the Israelites received their daily bread in the desert, Elijah depended on the Lord for his sustenance. The ravens, messengers of divine providence, came twice a day, once in the morning and once in the evening. The portions were precise, mirroring the unwavering trust of the prophet. In this wilderness of cheatedness, Elijah discovered the miraculous hand of God, challenging him to rely more than ever on the divine provision. Jonah and the big fish, a tale of redemption and obedience. In the narrative of Jonah, we encounter a man whose journey unfolded against the backdrop of pride, disobedience, and divine redirection. Jonah, the son of Amittai from Gaffer, emerged as a prophet marked by obstinacy and reluctance. When God called Jonah to deliver healing to the Ninevites, fleeing from the divine summons, Jonah boarded a ship bound for Tarshish, seeking refuge from the responsibility thrust upon him. God, however, had other plans. A violent storm ensued, threatening the ship and its crew. Through a series of events, Jonah found himself cast into the tempestuous sea, only to be swallowed by a great fish prepared by the Lord. The miracle lay not only in the fish's capacity to swallow a man, but in Jonah's preservation within its belly for 3 days and 3 nights. Jonah, a symbol of human frailty and disobedience, became a prisoner in the belly of the fish, a tangible demonstration of divine redemption and mercy. Reflections on divine intervention. In the wilderness of Cherith, in the depths of the sea, we glean profound insights into God's ways. The ravens and the big fish become vessels of divine instruction, teaching us about past obedience and the redemptive power of God. As we navigate the landscapes of our own hiddenness and rebellion, Matthew's tales remind us of the miraculous provision that sustains us daily and the merciful redemption that awaits even the most wayward of hearts.